Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I recorded this video, and for whatever reason, the audio didn't record. So now I'm going to do a voiceover. Thank you so much for joining me. I am working on a project with the Artist Spotlight program. We are doing a collaboration this month that is titled Shadows and Spells, a Halloween art journey. And it is kind of an open book type of collaboration where we pretty much get to do what we want. We get to use any technique and any colors. It just needs to be inspired by the theme. There are some color suggestions that I thought were pretty fun. And it says black, which represents shadows and mysterious themes. Deep purple, which symbolizes magic and the supernatural. Midnight blue, which adds a mystical night sky feel. Silver, which suggests moonlight and spells. Emerald green, a nod to enchantment and potions. Burnt orange, which still keeps the autumnal feel of Halloween. If you haven't seen the Artist Spotlight program at Paint Pour Academy yet, go take a look. Go to paintpouracademy.com. And on the menu, click the About tab, and then you'll see the Artist Spotlight showcasing fluid artists. It is so much fun. We are adding more artists frequently. You can go click on the artist pages, learn more about them. You can go find their YouTube channels. You can go find their social media links, their online stores, and you can leave comments on their page to help support them. So go check it out and go see the past collaborations we've done. We've done one for changing leaves using fall foliage and autumn colors. And we did an ocean themed one. So super fun. So for this project, I already mixed my paints. Here is the black paint. And it is an Artist Loft soft body that I did mix Floetrol in. All my paints, I mixed 2 parts Floetrol with 1 part paint, and then I mixed in some water as needed. This purple, I used purple and then the color flash. I added some of that with a little bit of the black, and it gave me this really neat shimmery purple. For my midnight blue, I didn't really want to do a dark midnight blue. I want to do more bright blue because of the purple and the black. I feel we're going to darken things up. So this is ultramarine blue, and then the emerald green. I couldn't find an emerald green, so I used a grass green, which is a little brighter than the emerald, but again, I want this to be a little bit bright and not so dark, especially with my black as the swipe color. And instead of a burnt orange, I'm using a bronze metallic to give it more of a shimmer, but still have that orange bronzy feel to the painting. All my paints, except for black, I did use silicone, and I used 1 drop silicone for 1 ounce of paint. Now for this painting, I went to Canva and I typed in witch head silhouette, and I found some silhouettes and I printed them out on paper. I got that witch, and I have this witch and this one, which I thought was really cool, but I don't think I'm going to do it right now. And then this one, which is just a nice calming witch. So I thought this would be perfect. So what I'm going to do, I am going to sketch this witch onto my canvas. And I pre-painted this canvas. It's an older canvas. I didn't like the original painting. And I put some purple paint, and then I just brushed on some purple flash, that color flash, the purple, just to give it kind of like a rustic feel to it and a little bit of interest. So, for those who are over 50 years old, you may remember copy paper. And we will be using some white copy paper. I'll put the link in the description box below. Once I figure out where to place my witch, I will get my copy paper shiny side up and place it underneath my witch. I am not comfortable sketching, So the copy paper is going to work perfect. I chose the white because it's going to leave a white line on my painting, which will help me fill in my sketch. The copy paper that I did purchase from Amazon, I'll put the link in the description box below, did come with those ball daughters, and they're styluses that can help push. Just take them and you sketch around. But I'm going to use a pen because the pen helps me remember where I've been on this, so I don't do too much in one area. And it's just super simple. Once you get the copy paper down, take your pen and just trace along the silhouette. And it's really cool. It leaves a fine white line, and then you just go around. And don't worry about being too neat and orderly right here, because it's all going to get covered up. It's just a guide to help you trace and fill in with the black paint. And once I get it done, I'll show you a little preview, a little close-up. My cups are still a little sticky from earlier in the day because I did paint a few hours before. And there it is. There's the sketch of my witch. It is super simple, super fun, and super easy. Now I'll get out my black Posca paint pen, and I am going to trace over this white line. This step is not necessary. It's not really needed, but I like to do it because I like to see the black outline just to be sure that I am tracing the correct areas. I don't know why I like doing this. It's just something in my brain that makes it easier for me, and I have no real reason or knowledge why. It's starting to look awesome. It's a great preview of what's to come. So once we get that all sketched in, I'm going to take some of the black paint, and it's the same black that I mixed fluid, and I just put some on my table because it's already got paint on it. And it's the Artist Loft Soft Body Paint, and I'm going to start filling in the silhouette. I'm going to be sure that I do cover that line because the Posca paint pen has a different finish than this paint. So I really don't want that line to be seen. That's just a guide. So just taking my brush, and I am just putting a thin coat of paint inside the lines to fill it in. I let this layer dry, and it probably took about 30 minutes before I came back to it. And you can kind of see the brush strokes just a little bit, which is really no big deal. I have a plan to take care of those, but it is dry to the touch, and we are ready for the next step, which is the swipe. My paints have been sitting around for about 30 minutes. So waiting for the black to dry, which is fine. So I'm just double checking them right here, making sure that they're still mixed. I don't need any more attention. That sometimes they thicken while they sit there, but these all look really good and they look ready to go. And I've done tons of swipes in the past, and I've done them usually vertical, up and down, and then I've made them where I've just had the paint go all different directions. So in this painting, I decided that I do want to just put the paint down in any which way. I'm being mindful of where I'm going to put the paint because I'm not taping off any area or anything. So I'm going to put the colors in the open purple area, and then I'll put the black swipe up top at the end. I just start with the purple, start swirling around, being careful and mindful not to make a mess. And now the green color. Again, no particular pattern. I'm just getting the paint to fill the area. And you can see this bronze color. It did spread. I think it's a little thinner than the other colors. Now I'm just filling the spaces and the gaps. Right now I am tilting just to help fill the gaps and to help get the paint a little more level. Make sure I don't have too much paint in one area versus another. I found that this does help a little bit with my swipes, and it kind of gives me an idea. I do need a little more green, so I'm just going to drizzle along the top and fill in that space right there. Being mindful not to cover my girl too much, because I'm very hesitant to cover. I love that witch. She's so cute. And now I'm going to add a little more blue just to balance it out a little. Now, the bottom area here doesn't need a lot of paint because I'm going to swipe down. So next, let's add the black swipe. And we're going to start at the bottom and go up. Just add a nice thin layer, being mindful that paint spreads so it doesn't go too far. And remember, there's no hurry to do this. Do it at your pace. Now I've used swipers with paper towels, wet paper towels, palette knives, and this tool. Right now I'm going to use this because it's right here, and I had good luck last time with it. So here we go. I'm going to start with a little bit overhang and swipe it down. I didn't push hard enough at the top right there at the beginning, but that's okay. Look at those cells popping up. Aren't they so cool? I am so excited about this. I don't know if I've told you yet, but this is a really exciting project for me. I've been wanting to do it for years. It keeps getting pushed to the bottom of my list. I've seen this done with seahorses and horses and stars and you name it. So I thought this is the perfect opportunity with this collaboration, since it needs to be Halloween themed, you know, spooky and spells, and you know, the witch is perfect. These cells are looking fabulous. I'm so excited. Now the cells are not popping up in that black area. I'm going to get my heat tool, and it's just a heat gun, and I'm going to see if I can encourage some cells to pop up. I did have 2 torches, and I have broken both of them. So now I'm just using my heat tool until I can get those replaced. And there's a couple popping up, but nothing that really wants to move. So I have an idea that I'm going to use my palette knife and just see if I can kind of wreck it a little bit. Add some color, just pull the lines out, see how that's gonna look. So here I am just making it up as I go, and it's really not that exciting because there's still a large black thick line there that it just needs to be a little bit thinner. So after I clean my palette knife off, I'm just gonna try swiping up to the line and see how that looks. It is a different direction, but that may be okay. And it is a little okay. I'm liking this. So let me go down and see if I can just kind of make this consistent with the rest of the width of the painting. Okay, I do like that. Now I thought I would try to see what it looks like with a little bit blue and swiping with blue. And I do love it, but I'm really concerned I'm going to overwork this and do too much. So I'm just going to pull some black back over it and see if I can just get these little bits of areas just to encourage a little more cells. And it's working. I'm pleasantly surprised. I am loving this. This is turning out so awesome. I'm seeing a color difference, even though I use the same paint, and it's throwing my eye off because of the black, the dried black and the wet black. It's really hard to look at the design of this when you have dry paint with wet paint. Now I'm going to take the paint and, like I said before, just cover the dry areas just so my eye can have a good visual, so I'm not looking at dry and wet paint. And this step did help me a lot, because otherwise I feel like I would be fidgeting with the swipe area way too much. Okay, that is looking great. I'm loving it. And the only one thing I want to do, I just want to tilt it a little bit just to help get some excess paint off. And I'm tilting it in the direction of the swipe. And then I'm going to tilt it a little bit towards me very carefully. I don't want to move these lines at all, but on this bottom where the purple is, the cells look a little squishy, so I'm just kind of encouraging them to move. And when you do this, be mindful of the whole piece. Look at the whole piece as you swipe. Just don't look at that one section, because cells will be moving, and next thing you know, you're not looking and you're like, what did I just do? I just stretched the whole thing out. Look how awesome this is looking. Have I told you how excited I am for this? Okay, I'm done. Crossing my fingers. I'm hoping it's gonna dry amazing just like this, because I am in love. Super fun technique. Let me know if you've done this before. Have you seen anything like this before? You know, what do you think? I would love to see your photos. Go find me at paintpouracademy.com. There's a contact page. You can send me images of what you've done. If you are on Facebook, Instagram, I am Fluid Art with Erika. Go find me there. Go tag me. Go send me a message. And send me your photos. This is so much fun. I will be doing more of these. So I appreciate you painting with me, spending some time with me. Let me know what you think. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.